football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official post-fight review for Diego Pacheco versus Jack Cullen, and the result of the fight is a fourth-round demolition job, a stoppage victory in the fourth round for South Central's very own Diego Pacheco. Now, before I give any of my thoughts, we're going to swing right over to a man that really needs no introduction, for he's known the world over. Pops, what did you think about the fight?
Oh man, I think it's great. I seen his maturity level from when he first came out as a youngster to where he's at now. He's gradually developing to be that better fighter. He's a very patient fighter in the ring and a very confident, quiet fighter in the ring. And he doesn't rush his shots, but when he gets you with that right and he throws his combinations, it's good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. And he's a very humble person. To even come out to the across the pond and have that pressure on you the last minute being the main event across the pond where you didn't even expect it, but you stood up and you handled the pressure right and won in devastating fashion. Come on, bring on Berlanga, because I got Pacheco winning.
Yeah, that's a good future fight. But as far as my thoughts on the fight, it was only 4 rounds, so there's not like a ton to dissect. But early on, I thought Diego came in the ring a little cold, because he was getting caught with a couple more jabs than I thought he should have been caught with. But like I stated before, Jack Cullen's a taller fighter. There's not as many 168 pounders as tall as Jack Cullen, so he had some minimal success early on with the jab and getting in on Pacheco. But once Pacheco got the range down and he got fully warmed up, you saw the reasons why people like myself and Eddie Hearn and anybody who knows anything about boxing, you saw the reason why people rate this kid so highly, because he's a very well-balanced fighter. So far as like his fundamentals, he's got very good fundamentals as far as his just the way he throws his punches. He's got an understanding of positioning, and he's got this killer instinct about him. He gets you hurt, he finishes you, and that's how it's been in his career. So he's 18-0, 15 knockouts now. We've had a chance to really see the growth and the progression of Diego Pacheco, and I think now, and Eddie Hearn said it best, he's kind of graduated from that stage of being a prospect, so now he's a contender. He fought Jack Cullen. Shout out to Jack Cullen, who was a tough man for as long as he could be tough. Cullen's fought some names. Cullen's fought guys like Felix Cash.
Wow.
And taking him longer than 4 rounds. Mm-hmm. He's fought guys like Avni Yildirim, who's challenged for world titles and had a competitive fight with him. But tonight, Pacheco absolutely just went there and did a demolition job. I mean, we saw for 4 rounds, we saw a lot of different types of combinations. We saw the straight left hand, or no, the jab, right hand, left hook combination, the 1-2-3 combination. We saw the liver shot to the body following after the straight right hand. You saw that fact that Pacheco is not just a combination puncher, but he's a versatile combination puncher and a smart combination puncher, and he's defensively responsible. So there's a lot to like about him as a fighter, and there's a lot to like about him as a person. Yeah, he's cool. Like, they asked him about Edgar Berlanga, which Pops mentioned earlier. Obviously that's the fight that I really would like more than Berlanga versus Canelo. I think Pacheco versus Berlanga is the route match we should be looking to go. But that's a big potential Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight here in the States. And when asked about it, he didn't sit here and start talking trash. He said, "Listen, he's a great fighter. I hope he wins, so that when we fight, it can be a big deal." And listen, you're not gonna get trash talk from Diego. I mean, like
humble.
I was just telling Pops earlier, like, he's not a talker. He's just not a talkative guy. He's not one to waste his words.
He pull his teeth out.
He doesn't like like the sound of his own voice. Yeah. So with that being said, if you can get 7 to 10 words out of Diego Pacheco, you did your job. Yeah. But he ain't with that talking. He's just about that action. So I've thought from the first day I watched this man fight, when he was a kid, to then when I first started to really do my homework on him, I've always thought the world of him.
He's the best of the bunch, you always say.
I thought out of all those young fighters he signed in, someone said earlier, like, "Oh, what about Devin Haney?" I don't count Devin Haney because Devin Haney wasn't a guy that Eddie signed directly from the amateurs. Right. Devin was already built. He had been on Showtime. He already had like 20-something fights, 18-something fights when Eddie got him or whatever it was. Pacheco, of the guys that Eddie signed straight from the amateurs, guys like Raymond Ford, Emma Williams, Nikita Abibi, Arthur Jones III, that whole crop, Mark Castro.
Yeah, you said
I said, and you can even go check it out. 4 years ago, I said in my prospect review video about Diego, this will be Eddie's first American
big time
champion that he signed from the amateurs. Right now, it looks like
it's coming true so far.
It's so far so good. So we'll see what happens. But Pacheco is a contender. I believe he's ranked. I could be wrong. I haven't checked the rankings, but last I checked, he was like number 9 in the WBO.
Wow.
So he's not really that far from. I know it's crazy because he's so young, and you don't really think of him as this guy that could be a contender because he's so young. But no, he's probably, I would say, looking at 3 to 4 fights away from a world title. I think Eddie Hearn, his next fight, will probably get him a nice homecoming fight in LA to headline to build some more buzz on him. And then I'm looking at probably one more step up after that. And I'm thinking 3 fights from now, realistically, he could probably fight for a world title. Because
put him in the,
Canelo's not going to be there much longer.
Yeah,
he's going to vacate the belts. The belts are going to fragment.
He's going to eventually have to. I know Eddie Hearns is big on having these international Puerto Rican parade things where he has his fighters in this. And I think for him, he's got one of the guys to promote, whether it's a Mexican holiday, a Puerto Rican holiday, or whatever, Latin holiday, it's going to be big.
Yeah, so there you have it, man. So Diego Pacheco does a great job. Absolutely does a demolition job on Jack Cullen in 4 rounds. Hit him with a leverage shot, doubled him over. I mean,
came across the pond.
And this kind of, I know Cullen's not no world beater, but Cullen's an experienced fighter, and he's been in there with some top names and some top operators. So he knows what he's doing in there. And this kind of moment for young guys and young kids like Pacheco, it can swallow you up if you're not mentally sharp up here and prepared for it. But he went in there and he was prepared for it, and he delivered a great performance and put the world on notice. So shout out to Diego Pacheco, and I look forward to seeing how his career progresses, because I would say of Eddie Hearn's USA fighters, he's definitely the best one, and he's my favorite one too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Pacheco versus Cullen and how it all played out. What do you guys think about a potential Edgar Berlanga versus Pacheco fight? Because it could be here sooner than you think. So marinate on that. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys join us for the live. Tony Harris and Tim Zoo, me and Pops will in fact be live for that tonight. So I'm gonna schedule that live not too long after you guys see this video. So look out for the live to get scheduled, and set your reminders when you see it. And thank you for your support. And yeah, like I say in every single one of these videos, you guys can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.